Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. So for this video today, I want to talk about a very particular Vanity Fair article about a very particular film that I am super, super excited for, and that is Dune. Now, Dune is by far, hands down, my most anticipated film of the year. Why is that? I will tell you. Because if you may or may not know, it is based on the very classic and beloved sci-fi novel of the same name. And I have not read the book, but I do have done my research and I know a lot about the lore and everything in it. I pretty much know as much as you can possibly know about a book without actually having read it. I'm not much of a reader, love movies, that's why we're here right now. But I have seen the 1984 film Dune, directed by David Lynch. It is very kind of dated of the times, very 80s, kind of campy, but I love it for what it is. So when they announced that they were going to be doing a reboot of Dune, I or an adaptation of the novel, of course. I was super excited because of who they had at the head of this project, and that is Denis Villeneuve. Now, Denis Villeneuve is, I think, the hands down the best director going in the world today. To be completely honest with you, I mean, look at his filmography; it is absolutely damn near perfection. You have Sicario, Prisoners, Arrival, Blade Runner 2049. Now, Blade Runner 2049, I think, is interesting. I love that film so much. My favorite film of his. Now, I think it's interesting that he's directing Dune because it makes sense because of his success with Blade Runner 2049. It's a very similar situation with Dune here. You know, a film based on a novel that came out in the 80s that has a cult following, and how do you modernize it and bring a new flavor to it for, today? You get the guy who directed the Oscar-winning, critically acclaimed Blade Runner 2049. So I love to see that. And let's get right into this Vanity Fair article here. Of course, I know a lot of people were hoping to see some footage. I am too. I would love to. I would have loved to have seen the trailer, but I think we got the next best thing here, and there is a lot to unpack here in this Vanity Fair article. Let's talk first about the images. Now, I know, a picture is worth 1,000 words. A film at the end of the day is a bunch of frames, a bunch of pictures put together in one. So, what these images do for me, I think it gives a good idea of the vibe, the tone, and the aesthetic of what a film could be. That's what a picture can do, and that's what it does here. It's classic Denis Villeneuve. I mean, beautifully shot. The color palette. I mean, the costume design, the set design, everything is absolutely gorgeous to see. Lovely seeing Paul as Paul Atreides and freaking everybody, the whole Atreides family, Oscar Isaac. I mean, Zendaya, Josh Brolin. I mean, look at the cast. If it's a who's who of Hollywood, you have the perfect combination of up and comers, veteran actors, accomplished actors, guys who are in their primes going right now. I mean, that's what gets me excited too, is to see when you have so many talented people on board for a project. That leads me to believe that they all saw something and that they wanted to be a part of. So I love seeing that. So yeah, the images are absolutely gorgeous. Cannot wait to see these pictures in motion in a trailer, hopefully coming out soon. But one thing I want to talk about more than the images that I actually found more intriguing was the comments made by the director, and it confirms my hype and anticipation for the film because and why I think this film has the potential to be the next big thing because of Denis Villeneuve. And he talks about the fact that there is so much lore and mythology, and how the novel tackles politics, spirituality, religion, and technology, and how I love how he talks about how it connects to the world today, and how he wants to bring his new flavor, and how he wants to kind of tweak a bit. And he says he loves the film; it's very beloved, of course, but he wants to tweak a little bit the role of women, how they play in this film, and he wants to give, for example, in particular, Lady Jessica, who he wants to give a particular role because her son is the chosen one, so to speak. And how she plays into his story, and how he wants to bring Lady Jessica and have her have a little bit more to do in this film. I love to see that. Love to see how he acknowledges the fact that the cast and everything is very culturally diverse, and how all that being said, and how I love the comment he said, like how it was the hardest film he ever had to make. Now, I like that. I like that he doesn't shy away from that. That lets me to believe that he is very passionate about the project, but he knows it's not an easy one to make. But he tackles it head on, and also one thing that I didn't know was going to be the case, but now I had a feeling that Dune, if successful, of course there are multiple books in the franchise. I had a feeling that if this film was going to be successful, we'd probably be a sequel And it seems like he confirmed that there's already going to be a sequel because he said that there's so much lore and mythology here that you can't simply do the Dune novel in one movie. So, I mean, that means if it's successful, we're going to get another one. And no shocker there. So, yeah, I mean, this guy, this article just proves why he is so talented and so gifted, especially when he is passionate about something. I mean, you don't want that's what you want. There's a fine line in bringing audiences and bringing the masses to watch a film and bringing everybody together and hopefully making it a big commercial and financial and critical success. However, you also want to satisfy the quote unquote fanboys because and he is a fanboy himself. He loves it. He loves this franchise, and so I love to see that. It seems like this film is in the good hands, and and it has the potential. Like I said, with the cast and the director and everybody involved, it has a potential. I think to be the next big franchise, potentially the next big Star Wars. That kind of is what the 1984 attempted to do. It had some potential, but it didn't really quite fulfill. There's a lot of problems with that film, but yeah, Denis Villeneuve, Timothy Chalamet, Josh Brolin, Javier Bardem. I mean, this film has got everything going for it. I cannot wait to see it. I cannot wait for all of us to see a trailer and to see this thing on the big screen. But this Vanity Fair article did a good job of teasing us and keeping us all excited for what's to come. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this Vanity Fair article on Dune. Let me know in the comments, guys. Are you a fan of the project? Are you a fan of the film, the movie? Neither? Are you interested? What do you think? Are you as excited as I am? Do you think that this could potentially be the next big thing in Hollywood? Let me know in the comments. And yes, when the very second a trailer is released for this film, I will be making a video. So stay tuned for that and anything else involved with Dune. So thank you so much for watching. And if you like what I had to say, please consider subscribing to my channel for more movie reviews, movie content, trailer reviews, images, everything. I'm going to be just talking about everything as much as I can for you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned.